This game is called the Finders Keepers Mine. It's a whole class participation game. To begin, I'm going to click the Continue button in the lower right hand corner. The idea here is that it's a whole class participation game where the teacher or instructor divides the class into teams or individuals. Each team will then be given a question. If they get the question right, they may choose one numbered plot of ground to dig up on the screen. If they get if there are any gems underneath that plot of ground, then they are able to add those to their total. If they are not, then they continue on with the questions. The instructor will continue asking questions until they have run out of questions or until all the plots of ground have been used up. So for example, I'm going to click over here on the lower right to play button to begin our game. We need to select a board. The only thing here is if you've just used a board recently, then you want to choose a different one so they don't get an idea of where lots of gems are hiding. So I'm going to click board number 3 just as an example. Here's board number 3. What I recommend is that the students or teams of students now choose 3 plots of ground where they believe lots of gems to be buried. They will write these down. This will expedite the game, so when the instructor asks a question and the students get it right, they're ready to tell where they want to dig instead of having to decide where they want to dig at that point. So for example, I'll pretend that team 1 was asked a question and they got it right. They're going to choose plot number 19, which is kind of in the center of the screen here. So I'm going to click once on plot 19, and that will reveal 1 gem under plot 19. Team 2 goes, they get a question correctly and they choose plot number 9. So I'm going to click 9. There's also 1 gem behind plot number 9. You'll continue to do this until you've run out of questions or out of plots of ground. Once you go back around and it's team 1's turn again, the computer will not automatically add the score for what is found. You'll have to do that. So for example here, I'm going to click square 12 and there are 3 there. So for team 1, they're actually going to get 4 now because I've added the 3 they had to the 3 they just found to the 1 they already had, and that gives them 4. If you do happen to dig up all the plots of ground before you run out of questions, I advise to just write down what each team has, go back, start the game over, choose a different board, input those scores to start with, and then continue on until you run out of questions. One other thing is that I advise that before you leave a board that you zero out all the scores on there so that the next time you open it there will not be any scores there. If you're in edit mode, it will not allow you to actually get rid of those scores. You have to be viewing the show or running the PowerPoint show or the game in order for you to get rid of those scores. So I advise just zeroing them out, or when you go to the close the game and it asks you to save changes, you just say no and it'll zero them all out for you. That is the hidden gem game. To begin a PowerPoint show using Office 2007, go to the Slideshow tab, click one time on the Slideshow tab, then choose From the Beginning. To start the game in any version of PowerPoint before Office 2007, go to the Slideshow menu and choose View Show. This game is designed for whole class participation. Participants are divided into teams or may work as individuals. For best results, use an LCD projector or TV to display the game to participants. If you receive a security alert when beginning this game and you're using Office 2007, simply click the Enable This Content button and then click OK. Please note, if you are using a version of Microsoft Office prior to Office 2003, some of the features in these games may not function properly. It is advised that you do your editing of the PowerPoint slides or games in your older version, and then use Microsoft's free PowerPoint viewer for actual gameplay. To download the free viewer, just do a web search for PowerPoint Player 2007.